Barnhart, esteemed members of the committee. For the record, Shemia Fagan from House District 51, State Representative, also today wearing my hat as a member of the David Douglas School Board. Very happy to be here today to add my support for House Bill 2001. We need to do everything we can to reclaim the money that Oregon is spending on ineffective and misused tax expenditures, because I believe every dollar that we need to find a way to reinvest that in schools and the services that Oregonians care about. This bill codifies the recognition that tax expenditures are every bit as much spending as the money that we appropriate for schools and other services. Recognizing that, we're looking for waste in all government spending. And it's unconscionable that we would continue to waste millions of dollars on ineffective and misused tax expenditures while our students are forced to make do with less. Putting sunsets on tax expenditures through House Bill 2001 is the one way Oregon can ensure we're putting our dollars where they are needed most, which I believe is in our classrooms.
Representative Vance.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I'm happy to have you bring this really important issue before us. But clarity in tax expenditures is terrifically important, and one person's loophole is another person's ability to spend money they don't have to pay in taxes on, let's say, food or groceries. Let's take the mortgage interest deduction, for example. And I want to use this as an illustration of the challenge what you bring before us presents. So the home interest deduction is one of these loopholes and is one of these expenditures, is it not?
Representative Barnhart, Representative Vance, I believe that is correct.
Follow up?
Please.
And so if we're going to go to those, I'm not suggesting that we're going to, but if we were to go to someone who is using the home interest deduction as a device to reduce what they pay to the government, and we say to them, surprise, you're not going to get that deduction anymore, you're going to have to write a check to the state of Oregon because we're not going to give you that deduction. That would appear to most of those folks to be a tax increase.
Chair Barnhart, Representative Bentz, in addition, I would add that reviewing them doesn't always mean we will be getting rid of them. Often reviewing them means that we will either maybe be capping them in the regards of the mortgage interest deduction. It's my understanding that we allow Oregonians to deduct interest on up to $1 million mortgage, which might not be the most effective use of our tax dollars at this point. Does not mean we would have to do away with it, maybe cap it so that it actually is effective in helping middle-class families deal with the cost of living. And in addition, I would say that through our appropriation system, we frequently tell teachers and firefighters and police officers, surprise, you no longer have a job. And I think that at the very least we can treat all spending, whether it's an expenditure or an appropriation, the same, and make sure that we're spending our money as government officials in the most effective way. And then to your original comment about our money, we are a citizen legislature here in Oregon, and when I talk about our money, I mean our money, me as a taxpayer, as a mom who's going to put my son in a public school, as a person who drives on Oregon roads, as a person who avails myself of the Oregon public safety system. And so our money, I believe, is truly our money in the sense of Oregon taxpayers, of which I am one.